Okay, so hey everyone, this is Rohit Kumar and welcome to Design Like Engineers. Welcome to a new video. So in this video, we are going to design here this model. This one is a round-headed oil bolt. Why oil bolt? Because generally the use of oil bolt is to insert oil in a hose pipe, and this is how a bolt looks like. This is something like how the oil bolt looks like. Here you can also see that it's written I am 15 oil. Actually, it was my mistake that I left bolt, but in video I will show you how I did this. Because writing a text on a cylindrical body is a little bit tricky. So let's see how we're going to do that. And along with it, we will also design this round head. Here you see there are some grooves here and here in both directions. And here is the thread, and there is a hole exactly in the middle of it. Here you see. So let's see how we are going to do that. So for this, we have to open a new one, and we also have to see the blueprint. So here is the blueprint that I already had made. Here you see all the dimensions are in radius of the fillet is 1 Where is the fillet? Uh, Come on the top. Here you see this is the fillet. Here is you see fillet. The thread type is M16 into 1.5. The diameter of this part is 15 and the height from here to here, the length of this part is around 25. We will take it as 25 because it's a standard size. So I didn't mention this thing in the drawing, so forget. And here you see the thread type is 1 M16 into 1.5, and the chamfer in the bottom is 2 mm. Where is the chamfer? Here is the chamfer whose size is 2 mm. So let's see how we are going to do that. So first of all, we have to open here and we are going to close this thing. So simply close this one. You already know what is the procedure. Simply go to part, make this one, and now here you have to select mmgs again because all the dimensions of this model in millimeters. So here now we have to select a plane which is suitable, which will be suitable for the design of our model. So how? Simply go and select front plane, right? Front plane. Now here we need to make two center lines, one like this and one like this, right? Now again come here and select here you see midpoint line, and when you will select midpoint line, you have to make a line somewhere like this. Here you see this line is not straight, so simply click on here and make the relation vertical. Now here you see the relation is vertical. Now here we need to do some more things. Simply go here, mirror entity, select this line, and mirror about. We already know that what is the procedure of doing mirror. Simply select this one and make this one. Okay. Now here we need to define some dimensions. So how? Come here. Now let me zoom in like this. Now, this is the dimension that we need to take. Now, the dimension from here to here is 20 mm. So, we need to make a line of 20 mm, right? So, come here, go to smart dimension and make this one 20 mm. And come here and select this line. And the gap that we need is, the gap that we need is 22 mm. Here from this line to this line, the gap is 22 mm. So, simply come here and make this one 22 mm. Right, make this one okay. Again here we need to select 3-point arc. It's better to select 3-point arc. Now simply come here and make an arc like this, somewhere like this. Make sure that there will be no relation between this point and any other point. Okay, now here we need to define the radius of this thing. So what the radius we need? The radius of this thing, come here, let me check. Is there any radius given? Let me check. Yeah, the radius is 20 mm. Here you see the radius is 20 mm. Okay, so we need to take the radius. The radius has 20 mm. So make this one 20 mm. Now here you see this is what we need exactly. Now come here. We need to do some more thing. Simply make this, convert this as a construction line, and this one as construction line 2. Okay. Now come here from down. Go to offset, select this one offset, select this thing and reverse direction. Okay, just leave it. Now come down, make a line like this and just touch it here. Okay. Now here we need to define the dimension of this one too. So how? Let me zoom in. Now here the gap from, let me zoom in again. Now here you see the distance of this line from the distance of this point from this line. The bottom line is around how much? 0.7 mm. Here you see, and the distance from this line to this line is 2 mm. So that's how we need to take this thing. So the distance from this point to this line is zero point 0.7. So let's make this one first. Go to smart dimensions, select this point and this line and make this one zero point 0.7. Okay, zero point 0.7, and this one is how much? 2 mm, because it's in the drawing. Now let's trim this thing and trim this one also. No need to say select anything. Now everything is done as per drawing. Now what we need to do? We need to mirror this thing again. So go to mirror entities, select everything, come here and select this midplane and make this one okay. Now here you see it get mirrored. Now what we need to do? Let's close this profile. Go to straight line, construction line and close this one. Now here you see it get closed. Now go to this time go to feature and go to revolved boss base because we need a cylindrical part. So simply select this one. Now here you see it get copied. Now come here, make this one a sketch. Now here we need to make a hole. So what's the diameter of hole that we need? Let me go to the drawing again. So the diameter we need is 15 mm. Here you see this is the diameter of this hole and we need to make a 15 mm hole, right? 15 mm. So go to smart dimension, define its dimension and make this one 15. Okay, now it's 15 and it's absolutely perfect. Go to the features. This time you have to go to extruded cut. Simply go to extruded cut and this time you have to select through all because when you select through all it will cut the whole portion. Otherwise, otherwise if you have to cut a certain part then you have to go to blind. But here we need a complete hole. That's why we selected through all. Simply select through all and make this one okay. Now here you see. Now what we need to do? We need to make a cylindrical part here also, right? Now how? Um, Now come here. Let me zoom it out. Now come here. Actually, yeah. The distance of this line from the center point or center line is 17 mm. So we need to make a plane. We need to make another plane with a hard distance of 17 mm, not dimension. I'm talking about distance, right? So come here, go to reference geometry, go to plane. This time you have to select a plane. Select plane, any plane, but make sure that the plane lies exactly in the middle of it, not right here, but here. Okay, flip the direction and make this one 17. Simply make this 17 and make this one okay. Now here you see. Again, come here and make a sketch. Now here we need to make a sketch. Normal to. Again, we need to make a cylinder like this and make this one like this. Uh, yeah, 22 mm. Here you see. The thickness of this part is also 22 mm and the diameter that we need is also 22 mm. Right? So let me check it's 22 or not. Yeah, it's absolutely 22. Make this one okay. No need to do anything. Go to feature, go to extruded boss base and this time not through all. Uh, Up to next. Now here when you select up to next it will only go up to this surface because this surface is in the next of it and make this one okay. Now here you see and let's hide this thing. Again come here, we need to make another circle because we also need to make a threaded part. So how the diameter will be 15. Why 15? Come here. Now here you see the diameter of this cylindrical part where we are going to make thread is 15 mm. So we need to make a cylinder of 15 mm and the height that we will give it around 25 because which is a standard size. Okay, so 15 and go to feature, go to extruded boss base and make this one 25. Now here you see 25 looks absolutely fine. Now come here. This time, okay, leave it. Simply select this part and here you see there is the option of chamfer. Go to chamfer and give dimension 2 mm. Here you see and make this one okay. Now here you see. Here we have the chamfer. Now we need to make some fillet. Let's make the fillet first. So come here. In the drawing it is given that the radius of fillet is 1 mm. So we need to make a fillet of 1 mm. Right. So go to fillet, select this corner, this part and make this one 1. Now and make this one okay. Now here you see. This is what we need. Again come here. We need to make a hole. Let's make the hole first. Then after in last we will make thread. Simply go and make a circle like this and define the diameter of the circle. So what is the diameter of the circle that we are going to use as a hole? It's 5 mm and the chamfer is also the chamfer will be 2 mm too. So this the diameter of this hole, the diameter of this circle that we are going to make here is 5 mm. So come here and make this one 5 and make this one okay. Now go to feature, go to extrude cut. This time we need to select up to next. Here you see up to next. Now you can also select up to vertex, but in that case you have to select the surface up to surface. You can also select up to vertex. Here you see everything is same, but we have to select it wisely, right? And make this one okay. Now here you see. Uh, Make this one okay. Now here you see we have the hole. Now we also need to make a chamfer here. Come here, go to chamfer, select this one, 2M, it's absolutely fine. Now here you see the main profile is ready. We just need to make thread here. So how? This time go on feature section, go to hole wizard, go to thread option. Now here you have to select thread location. Thread location is the portion, is the area from which the thread is going to start. Okay, so simply select this one and end condition. End condition is the part where the thread is going to finish. Okay, so you have to select blind and increase the dimension. Now here you see 15 mm, 50 mm, 40 mm, you can select any dimension, but you have to make sure that the dimension will be bigger than the length of this portion or the portion where you are going to make thread. So here metric I was already selected and it's M16 into 1.5 and in drawing, let me close this one. In drawing it's also mentioned that you have to make thread of M16 into 1.5 and we are going to select metric thread. Why metric thread? Because of this reason. Here you see, if you will select metric tap, then the thread will go in the outer direction. Now this one is absolutely fine. Make this one okay. Now here you see, here we have our thread. Now here is something wrong. So how? We also need to cover this thing. We need to make a gap here with a equal dimension of this thing. So how? Simply select this part and make this one a sketch. Again, here in sketch section, select this one. You have to select this part. This option, convert entity. Simply convert this as entity. Now go to feature, go to extruded cut. This time you have to select through all. Not blind, select through all. Through all is fine. You can also select blind, but you have to give some dimension. So better to select through all and make this one okay. Now here you see we have a complete thread. Now what we need to do? We need to write text here. Come to the drawing. Here you see the text is written here, which is M15 oil bolt. So come here. Here we need to make a plane. Now this portion is really very important. So go to feature, not feature, go to reference geometry, go to plane, and you have to make a plane which is exactly in the front of it, in front of this part. So how? Select this one. I think you can select front plane or right plane, anything you want, but better to select front plane. Now this one is okay. Make this one okay. Now here you see our plane is done. Simply make this one a sketch. Now here we need to make a construction line. Construction line. Simply make construction line like this. Make the relation horizontal Now here we need to write a text. So come here, write text M15 into 1.5 oil bolt. Okay, and uh, come here. No, leave it. Use fronts. Go to front and let's give some dimension. Make this one 9 mm. Points go to 9 mm and make this one okay. Now here you see. This one looks absolutely perfect. Make this one okay. Now here you see. This text. Now we need to put this text on it. Simply make this one okay. Now hide this thing. Now here you see. Now what you need to do in feature sketch section. Let me check. Where is it? Yeah, in feature section there is an option for wrap text. Simply select this one. No, simply this sketch and then select wrap. Now, here in this section you have to select the surface on which you are going to wrap this thing. Okay, select this surface and make this one. Select this part. Let me check. Yeah, it's not working. Let me do it again. Again, come here. Go to back. Close. Go to plane. Edit feature. Make this one okay. Close. Now select this plane and sketch. Now let's do it again. It's a very simple thing, not a very tricky thing. Simply make this one like this. Now go to here A option. Now M15 into 1.5 oil bolt. Now curve, you have to select this one. Now here you see oil bolt. Let's make this one capital. M15 oil bolt. Now you have to uncheck this one. Go to front. This time go to point and select 9 and make this one okay. You can also change the dimension and make this one okay. Now go to this option. Select this one. Select this thing. Wrap text. You have to wrap on this portion. Why it's not working? Uh, this is the text that we need to select. Come here. Let's do it again. Plane. Let's select this one. And yeah, full direction. You have to select this thing. Now here you see it get wrapped. Right? Now, if you are not able to select this part, then simply here's the command option from here. This one is also history. So from this section, you can select the part that you want to edit or that you want to wrap. This one is a little bit tricky, so you have to practice it on your own. And here, come here. Now here you have to give some dimension, and this dimension is for the depth, right? Let's make this one 0.2 mm and make this one okay. Now here you see is written M15 into 1.5 oil bolt. Now this is our final model. Now we need to give material, and in drawing we have seen that it looks like golden, so actually it's copper, and generally oil bolts are made up of copper or brass, mostly brass. So come here, go to metal, go to brass and select this one. Now here you see generally this kind of part is made up of brass. And why brass? Because brass is non-corrosive, okay, and it doesn't react with oil bolt easily. That's why most of the parts are made up of brass and other kind of materials like nickel, aluminium, also metals like iron, but it this kind of parts are copper oil what called electroplated. Yeah, electroplated. So here's the final model that we have made today. In this video we learned how to make this kind of part, and especially how to make this kind of headed part, right? This part is a little bit tricky. So in this video, we learned this kind of a beautiful model. So I hope that you liked the video. So please go and subscribe the channel. Also share with a friend. Click on the bell notification icon. Share with your friend and also put your valuable comment that what you want to see in the next video. So thanks for watching. This one is enough for today's video. I hope that you liked the video. Thanks for watching and bye.